Postgame following the Horizon League quarterfinal overtime victory, 94-92. Coach, you guys were down 24 points with 6:26 to play, and here we are talking about moving on to Indianapolis. What's gone through your mind in the last 30, 45 minutes?
Just unbelievable, and happy for our guys because they they displayed a tremendous amount of toughness because they're doing this against, in my opinion, the best team in our league. And there's some really good teams in our league, or one of the best teams in our league. And to do this and to come back in the fashion that we did, with everybody contributing, this was a big win. And our guys deserve a lot of credit because they didn't quit. They continued to fight. And we've seen this story before, just a new book, to be honest with you. So happy for our guys. We know that we have, bigger and better things that we want to try to accomplish as well. But this is a big time win for our team.
Just want to jump in real quick before Todd asks questions. We've had numerous comebacks all season long. We down 21 in the first half, cut it to 11 in the second, but then a Wright State run pushed it back to 24. Was there, the spirit of the guys, the level of the guys never changed?
Yeah, whenever you get knocked back like that, sometimes you get stunned and you don't know how to recover. But, we had several guys in our huddle that were huge. Amir is one of those guys that just never stopped fighting. Tijan is one of those guys that continued to talk to us. And there was just a belief with our team once we started, cutting the lead. And I hate saying this, that we have to come back from a lead, but every single time in our huddle, we just talk about chipping away and, we have little benchmarks that we want to try to get to in order to get back into the game. And, we looked up and at one point we were down 12 and we said, let's get going. And I think it was a 3-minute mark where we started picking up a little bit and then the tide turned at that point.
It's you played a lot of basketball in your day. You've coached a lot, both as an assistant and as a head coach. Where do you think this win ranks in the pantheon for you? Can you even think back and rank it for me?
Well, this is probably one of the biggest ones because it's in tournament. It's one and done scenario for our guys, and it looked like all of our chips were down, and we couldn't find our way out of the hole, but. To be 24 down and to fight our way back. And, this is a huge win. This ranks as one of the top for me.
Dre obviously has had a good year for you. Has had some bigger scoring games, but I think he had 26 in the second half and overtime, if I'm not mistaken. Just was hitting big shot after big shot. He hit the free throws down the stretch in overtime. When he hit that 3-pointer right toward the end of regulation there was about a second left. What's going through your mind at that point? Is it just almost surreal? Like, holy cow, we're probably going to be going to overtime here.
Well, number one, it was the execution of our guys. We talked about a play that we wanted to run. And, you have to give, number one, Tijan a lot of credit. He had 2 guys on him and he gave it up. And then, Dre just had, the stone cold mentality right there just to let it fly. In those situations, you really don't think about, whether it's, how far it is or what kind of shot it is. You just let it go. And I think that's the best time to shoot it, to shoot a shot. But, we have a tremendous amount of confidence in him. He went 4 for 10 from 3 and made some big ones for us. And in overtime, the free throws were huge to push our lead up.
Yeah, for sure. And then in the overtime, you guys were able to at least stay within arm's reach of them. You never let them get out to a big lead. I think you were within 4 pretty much until Dre hit that 3-pointer with 2:12 left, got you within 1. You were able to get stops. We've talked about defense all season, and against Wright State, they were able to go on some runs those first 2 games. What was it? Just basically like, Duke slapping the floor and just getting stops, forcing a turnover. That was the key there to whittle in that lead down even more and getting within striking range to actually take the lead, right?
Yeah, that's the name of the game. If we keep trading baskets with a team like Wright State, then it's going to be tough to either stay in the game or even take the lead. So, our stops were key. We had some guys that got some steals, some key steals. I think Dre had one late in the game, which was really huge. And then they luckily fouled the right guy. Dre went 9 for 9 from the free throw line, which was, which helped us seal the win.
Yeah, for sure. I was just curious, I'm sure you saw Grandpa Silly play in high school. Was he a recruiting target for you guys?
I think he was already done by the time that I got the job here. I believe I would have to go back, but he's certainly improved so much. And he's going to be a force in this league just because of, he's skilled. He can step out and shoot it. He can score inside, and we had no answer for him. But I'm just happy that he couldn't score 2 or 3 more points, because that would have been a difference in my opinion.
Yeah,
he did have a redshirt year in there as well, Todd.
Right. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. So it's just incredible, crazy game. And then Chris and I were talking. So the semifinals are next Monday, right? That sound right?
Yes.
Chris, do we have a final yet? Do we know who you guys are playing?
I haven't had a chance to look that up yet. Let me see if I can get that for you guys.
Pat, I don't know if you had seen that. It was some crazy triple overtime game in the other one.
Oh, really? I know Youngstown and Oakland, they were in overtime, and I think Oakland ended up winning that one, right?
Chris, you got that one? Here,
I'm trying here.
Hold on. I've got 25 windows open on my computer here. Sorry.
All right, so Cleveland State is up 6 in triple overtime against Fort Wayne, 107-104 with 6 seconds.
Northern Kentucky beat Detroit on a buzzer beater. I saw that. And then Oakland beat Youngstown 87-83 in overtime. So you have overtime, and triple overtime, and then a buzzer beater for quarterfinals.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.